110,000 migrants. We have to feed, clothe, house, educate the children, wash their laundry sheets, give them everything they need, health care. And this team here, we stated, let's do everything possible before we have to push it out into neighborhoods and communities. Month after month, I stood up and I said, this is going to come to a neighborhood near you. Well, we're here. We're here. We're getting no support on this national crisis, and we're receiving no support. And let me tell you something, New Yorkers. Never in my life have I had a problem that I did not see an ending to. I don't see an ending to this. I don't see an ending to this. This issue will destroy New York City. Destroy New York City. We're getting 10,000 migrants a month. One time we were just getting Venezuela. Now we're getting Ecuador. Now we're getting Russian-speaking coming through Mexico. Now we're getting Western Africa. Now we're getting people from all over the globe have made their minds up that they're going to come through the southern part of the border and come into New York City. And everyone is saying it's New York City's problem. Every community in this city is going to be impacted. We got a $12 billion deficit that we're going to have to cut. Every service in this city is going to be impacted. So as you ask me a question about migrants, tell me what role you played. How many of you organized to stop what they're doing to us? How many of you were part of the movement to say, we're seeing what this mayor is trying to do, and they're destroying New York City? It's going to come to your neighborhoods. All of us are going to be impacted by this. I said it last year when we had 15,000, and I'm telling you now with 110,000. The city we knew we're about to lose. And we're all in this together, all of us. Staten Island saying, send them out to Manhattan. Manhattan is saying, send them out to Queens. Queens is saying, send them out to Brooklyn. No, it's not the game we could play. As the mayor of the city of New York, I don't, weigh into immigration issues, border issues. I have to provide services for families that are here, and that's what we're going to do. And that's what our responsibility as a city. I'm proud that this is a right to shelter state, and we're going to continue to do that. This is horrific when you think about what the governor is doing, the governor of Texas, after a month of traveling across the border, placing on the bus with no direction to come here to New York. And New York is a city that has always represented the democratic values and the values of our city of showing our compassion. And that's what we're doing today. We need to ensure that they receive health care, that they receive protection, that we make sure that ICE is never in a position to partner with the police department and harm them in any way. But we also need to make sure that we treat them the dignity and respect that they deserve. I need your help to say, fix this mess at the border, that we don't have people coming in our community.
Mr. Mayor, not in our neighborhood.
Let me finish and I'm going to let you
Not
finish.
in the neighborhood. Children and seniors.
I'm going to finish.
Excuse me, Mr. Mayor. I'm sorry.
One at a time. I'm going to just focus over. I'm not going to be yelled at. Every neighborhood should have to go through this. I have almost 100,000 people that has been dropped in my city.
Don't take
that the law is saying, this is what you have to do, Eric. I called on the White House. I'm calling on the state. This should not be happening to New York City.
People are devastated by the idea of bringing 1,000 single able-bodied migrants right into our neighborhood with no curfew. They're unvetted. What diseases do they have? Who are they? What I need you to do as one of your constituents is send them back.
Yes.
Send them back to Washington, D.C. Send them back to Mexico.
If I were A local city does not have the authority to deport people. If I were to do what you said, I would be breaking the law. I could be sanctioned by the federal government that would take away dollars from the city. So if we're going to come up with a solution, let's come up with one that doesn't break the law to help us fix this problem.
Mr. Mayor, what about Rikers Island? There are abandoned buildings there. They could house 20, 30,000, but not at Creedmoor, not in our neighborhood.
In a unanimous vote, the LA City Council passed a motion requesting the city attorney to draft a sanctuary city ordinance. The proposal would put down in law existing policies which prohibit any city resources, property, or personnel from being used for any federal immigration enforcement.